Yo, what's happening, guys? It's Tony, aka T-Slaps, and we are here with our second match of pools, the second one of 3. This week we're going up, or not this week, but this match we're going up against Coach Wamar and the Miami Infernapes. Spoiler alert, if you guys have not seen the first pools match, of course the playlist for the SummerSlam will be down in the description below. We did win our first one, so winning this one would pretty much clinch the bracket play for us. So hopefully we can pick up a win here and not really have to worry too much about my game versus Ape Raider, because I'm not gonna lie, he has a very good matchup, which is part of the reason why I decided to play him last. So hopefully we can pick up a win here against our opponent. Don't get me wrong, Walmar's team is definitely pretty scary, definitely has some very scary offensive threats, but I think we have the team here to beat it. So he's gonna bring, let me see here, he's gonna bring Charizard. He's going to bring Buffalant, Armory, Zygarde 50. He's going to bring Starmie, and he's going to be Rotomo. So, he didn't bring Minxiao, and he didn't bring Mimikyu. Mimikyu? Yeah, no Mimikyu either, which is pretty nice. Also Buffalant. I wrote Tauros for him, but we're the one who has Tauros. Okay. So I think against everything on his team right now, our best lead might just be Rotom, where it's Spadef set. The worst case, I guess he leads his own Rotom. Just fine. I'm going to lead off with our Rotom, and I think that's fine. Like I said, worst case, he leads off with his Rotom. Which I don't have anything great for. That's fine. So yeah, we're bringing an SD Skill Shot Garchomp. We're bringing a mainly physically defensive Togekiss. We got our Spadef Rotom here. We got our Life Orb Tauros, Fizdef Tangela, and a Scarfed Heatran. So hopefully we can do well. He's going to lead off with a Starmie, which is great for us. Of course, Psyshock is going to hurt a bit if he does decide to click that against us right now. I don't imagine he stays in. Obviously he can go Rotom, or not Rotom, he can go into Zygarde here. That's completely fine if he goes Zygarde. I'm just going to fire off a Volt Switch here. I don't think he wants to risk getting Willowed, even though, like, obviously, why would you Willow a Starmie? I don't think you ever risk that, you know? So we are just going to attack into this thing. It should never be able to 2 KO me if it's Life Orb. Even with Psyshock. He's gonna withdraw. There's no way he goes Zygarde, right? Butthead, is that Buffalant? That's Rotom. Okay, fair. Fair. So he's gonna go into his Rotom Mo here. And this just lets in our Heatran, right? Yeah, I don't see why we don't go Heatran. And then what would we click? I guess Eruption? Go after Eruption against this team right now? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Unfortunately, I think that is going to give away that we are Scarfed. That's just fine. You know, what are you going to do? If we don't see an item on this thing, we're going to just click Eruption here and try to get off as much damage against anything on his team right now. Okay, so he's Scarfed Rotom, which kind of sucks because that's going to weaken my Eruption, obviously. But he's Scarfed, which is good to know. And he did 32 with that Volt Switch. So that's offensive Scarf Rotom. So we're gonna get an Eruption off here. It's not gonna do a crazy amount anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, that sucks. That's just barely not a 2 KO. We're gonna swap out into our Rotom here. That's fine. So we know that the Rotom is Scarfed. Volt Switch. And it's at like 92%. He's gonna make a double into Zygarde here. Big Papa, that has to be Zygarde. Okay, so we're gonna go into our Tangela. Tangela is meant to defeat this thing. I think it should be able to defeat any set. So we're gonna opt to do that and go into our Tangela here. Yeah, I don't see any other play, to be honest. We're gonna do that. So Starmie is sitting at about 55%, which, yeah, that's an offensive Starmie if I've ever seen one. So He's gonna DD here with his Zygarde. And now what? Got +1. I mean, I should be able to eat anything from this thing. And I can get a knockoff. I think knock is fine for now. That or I can toxic first, which I kind of like. I'm gonna click toxic. Actually, maybe I should click leech seed first. Yeah, I can say. Well, I guess it doesn't matter what I would have clicked there. But I should have enough investment on my Tangela here to where energy ball is always breaking the sub. I made sure to. So we DD sub and leftovers. Like I said, I should have enough investment to where energy ball is always breaking the sub. I don't think this thing should ever be able to beat me. I'm gonna DD again, I assume. No, he's gonna glare. Okay, so he's sub glare DD. What's last move? I guess 1,000 arrows. We're gonna energy ball here though. Should be able to break this sub. I hope. Yeah. Cool. And we don't have a play other than, I guess, just spamming energy ball against this thing. We really do not have a play. I think he might try to play for pairs, but like this thing is doing no damage with 1,000 arrows. Okay, he's gonna get lucky on there. Sub glare, okay. So he took 25, so he's at 51 plus 12, right? So 51 plus 18, which is what? 51 plus 18, 69%, plus another 6 here. Gonna be right at 75 right now. So he's +2 currently, but still doing no damage with 1,000 arrows. Like, he literally has to get so lucky with pairs against me. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna withdraw. He's gonna go hard Zard, I assume. What is that? Yeah, hard Zard. We're gonna go back into our Rotom here, of course. As we just get an energy ball off. Not gonna do much, of course. I mean, I did more than I expected. And we get the Spadef drop, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna go into our Rotom here. And I mean, I kind of like just Hydro pumping. Does Hydro 2 a KO? STARMIE if it tries to come in. I don't know why he'd go into it. Scorching Sand. Of course, we are immune. I guess predicting Heat Ran. But of course, we have this. I kind of just want to Hydro here. If we Hydro, Hydros might be able to two-shot that STARMIE coming in as well. So we're gonna click it here. We're gonna click Hydro. Don't see why not. He's gonna withdraw. So he's at like about 90%, and then Scorching. Gonna go into his Rotom. If I can land this, it's big damage. Should be like a solid 25-30, I imagine. Yeah, that's nice. Obviously, we know this thing's Scarfed. I can always go into my Heat Ran here. If he Volt Switches, he Volt Switches, not much I can do. I'm curious, if I go, if he goes STARMIE, can I pick up the KO with anything? Dragon Pulse is such a roll, man. It's like right there. Unfortunately, I just don't want to risk that though. The thing is though, if I go Tangela here, because I don't know, I really want to go Tangela, but like on the off chance he tricks, even though he knows my Heat Ran comes in, and he knows, or he can probably assume that my Heat Ran's Scarfed. You know, I don't want to risk that. We're gonna go ahead and go into Heat Ran here. Okay, Elite Storm. Okay, that's good. That's good. So does Flamethrower 2 KO STARMIE coming in? It does. I'm gonna click Flamethrower here. Gonna do some good damage against his team. Gonna go into Charizard. This thing gets just two-shot? I feel like it does, but I don't want to risk this thing being voiced of some kind. It might not actually. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go back into our Rotom. Very free here. Very obvious plays, but like it's just completely free against this team right now. Gonna do Fire Blast me this time, and he's gonna miss. which is nice. It would have been nice to figure out like maybe if the thing was specs, but of course we always take not taking damage on a mod. And this is another free Hydro, but I kind of want to Volt Switch. I want to Volt Switch this time. I don't think he ever goes into Zygarde. Still, I don't see it. He did this time. Damn, that sucks. So now let's see. Now that I see this thing is only 1,000 arrows likely, I kind of want to just go into my Togekiss, but at the same time, there's no point. And also Togekiss, I don't think I want that glared. It outspeeds Bouffalant if it's not Scarf. It'll outspeed the STARMIE, and Flamethrower is going to hurt that thing, of course. So we're just going to go into Tangela as he goes into STARMIE. Okay. Obviously, I don't want to take an Ice Beam. You could recover up here, or just Psychic. We go into Rotom. We're making some pretty obvious plays. Is fine, right, for this moment, and I'm not in a position where I need to make any over predictions right now. He's gonna double himself again. I guess triple. Go into his Bouffalant here, which is definitely a problem. I won't lie. Going with that Bouffalant. I don't know what this thing wants to do. I don't want to take this hit with my Rotom. But unfortunately, I think I have to. I can always get a Pain Split off later, especially on that Zygarde, it feels like. I can take this hit for sure. And Volt Switch will prevent a sub from going up, hopefully. Trying to figure out what this set wants to do. We're going to actually outspeed. We're going to get a decent Volt Switch off. So now we have to pick a switch in, which I think is going to be Togekiss here. That or I could go into our Tangela. I think I'm going to go Togekiss though. Take some of the pressure off of Tangela. And it doesn't really have much else to do, to be honest. He didn't bring the Mean Shell. And what else didn't he bring? He didn't bring the Mimikyu, which this wasn't really beating Mimikyu. This is for Mean Shell. So he was the SD set with leftovers. So now he's +2. And that Rotom Volt Switch did probably just under 20. So it looks like it's just the standard spread, maybe. So we're just gonna have to go for some Air Slash flinches here, I think. Let's see what we can do against him. Maybe he will have Wild Charge for me, but it's fine. Like I said, I don't really need this thing. He's gonna Facade me, so good thing I did not have Thunder Wave, I guess. Gonna knock me down to 115. Which is 60. So he did 40 with a +2 Facade. Isn't a lot. We're gonna Air Slash again. He did 40 with a +2 Facade. So that's like no attack investment on this thing right now. He's sitting at about 70%, I'd say. With SD, leftovers, Facade. We're gonna get a mean Air Slash off on this thing. Now this thing's sitting at about 30%. It's not switching really into any of my moves. Even my own Rotom, it's not really switching into. I think we can just go Heatran here. That's a pretty tough Volt Switch we're gonna have to take, unfortunately, but it's fine. So we have to find out if that Charizard is Scarfed. I think at that point, Bouffalant really has a party against his team. Or, yeah, Tauros is really looking nice. That's what I meant to say. I don't think I said that. I think I said Bouffalant looks nice. But Rotom looks really nice. And I kind of want him... If he goes Zygarde here, I honestly might just let this thing go down to get that hit off. We can go into Charizard, though. And unfortunately, I don't think I kill with anything. I don't think I kill with Dragon Pulse against this Charizard right now. So... I don't think there's anything I can do. Yeah, we can just go into our Rotom. Rotom is extremely, extremely free right now. Bartram's also looking pretty nice. I'm gonna Dragon Pulse me just for some damage. Okay, it's gonna knock me down to 101. There we go. We can finally figure out something about this. It's gonna knock me down to 101 HP, which is 64. So he did 36 with the Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse did 36. I'm gonna Hydro this time around. So he took 30. He did 36. So that looks like modest specs then. Yeah, that's modest specs Charizard. We're gonna get a nice big hit off here with this Hydro Pump, hopefully. Yeah, we're gonna connect. So here, definitely specs modest, which means that maybe Heatran might outspeed that thing next time around. I don't. No, I'm modest Heatran. There's no way. So I'm gonna swap out here. I think just go back into John, of course. Stuck because his Togekiss could have maybe gone in on this thing. I'm gonna go into Tangela here. He's just gonna 1,000 arrows me. I think just clicking knockoff is fine. One, it's stop Charizard from coming in. I could knock the Rotom Scarf. I can knock the Charizard Scarf. I think knockoff is really nice here on his pivot out into Buffon, actually. Okay. This is still a very nice knockoff that we're not going to get off, unfortunately. And this is probably Sap Sipper, which is why he went into it. That sucks that we missed that. Obviously, we don't want to Toxic it. We don't want to do anything versus it. I think we just go into our Togekiss here. That miss sucks. Or that para sucks, I mean. It wasn't a miss. A full para. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? He's going to go into Skarm here, which is actually extremely, extremely fine for me right now. I'm going to go, obviously, into my Togekiss here. And Flamethrower should be doing a good amount. I think he might try to set Spikes, maybe. But Flamethrower's two-shotting. Yeah, Flamethrower's two-shotting here. I could get the Roost off, but I think I'm fine with the HP I'm sitting at right now. He's going to actually outspeed me. He's going to knock me down to 115. No flinch, luckily, so I wish I Roosted then. I'm going to swap here into my Rotom. That or I can go into Amel here. Because he doesn't really have a switch into Amel. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So knocked me from 115 to 41. Is that what it was? So he did, or 45 maybe. So he did like 60 HP with that. Iron Head. So this is the nicest Flamethrower on his team. Then I can Dragon Pulse. I actually like the Dragon Pulse play. Oh, that actually probably doesn't kill this thing. Maybe. Yeah, so that just looks like normal Iron Head damage. He's going to swap out. This is going to be a nice Dragon Pulse across his team right now. Into the Rotom. So he's going to sack Rotom here. Hopefully. I imagine this thing drops, right? Alright, cool. So down goes Rotom. Farm had Iron Head. Definitely Fizz Def. And it's sitting at probably about 30% right now. He saw no items, so maybe Boots. He's going to go into Starmie here. I think this is pretty free Rotom. Scale Shot Charizard's also looking very nice now that Skarmory is weakened. If I can get this Scale Shot off, I think we're in a good spot. Because we're max speed, right? We're not. But he's modest Charizard, so we know I outspeeded at +1 with that Scale Shot. Starmie should die. Zygarde will die. Skarmory will die. I guess just Buffalon. What's the calc look like with Buffalon damage? That's, I guess, the only thing I have to worry about. Yeah, I need some chip on Buffalon, and then I just win with Scale Shot. If I can get an SD up, then we're good. But otherwise, Zygarde's pretty weak. I'm going to just Volt Switch here. If he switches out, he switches. I think he was Life Orb too. I think we just saw that he was Life Orb. Because he was definitely above half prior. We're going to Volt Switch here. And I would say we go into... What do we go into this time around? This stops... What? I think we're fine just letting... Just going into mid. I think mid is fine. No. We're going to go into John here. And we're going to try to knock off again. I have to watch out for timer. I do see the time is a little bit, iffy for me right now. But I think we're fine in that sense. I think we're pretty close to setting up that end game for ourselves. I think it's going to be at about 60%. How much is Scale Shot 2 to this thing? I don't know the calc. I imagine we're fine, but I guess maybe, I mean, like, double checking doesn't hurt, you know? Ooh, Scale Shot's actually pretty close. I probably do need a little bit more damage. We're gonna click knockoff here again. I think Bouffalon is just so free of a switch in for him. Because it literally takes 3 out of 4 of my moves. He's gonna go into Scarm though. Rocky Helmet, okay. We're gonna go into our... I think it's the perfect time for Tauros, to be honest. That or Amel again. Yeah, Amel's fine. We're gonna go back into this, because I think he tries to get the roost off. We're gonna go back into Heatran. I think we're in a fine position to go into our Heatran here. And just click Flamethrower? Yeah, I think Flamethrower is fine. Does Zard die? Probably not. It's nice damage though to get off. We're gonna Flamethrower this time. He also might overpredict because we did predict the swap out by Dragon Pulsing. So we'll see what happens right here. Also, I think Skarm is probably his most expendable member, but he's actually gonna keep it healthy as he goes into Zygarde, which sucks. Had I clicked Dragon Pulse, we'd be in a decent spot. I think I have to make a prediction at some point. I've been pretty much attacking what's in front of me. So my thing is right. If I just Flamethrower again, are we not fine? If is this the point where I let Heatran go down? I don't see why not. Flamethrower's probably breaking sub. I'm gonna Flamethrower here. I think this is my chance to... Okay, he's gonna withdraw. Okay. And go into what? He's gonna go out into his Charizard here, which we know is Specs. So I don't think this Flamethrower 2 shots though, unfortunately. Wow, that is so close. We don't risk it though. I mean, this thing is still amazing. We can go into Rotom here and Hydro into his team, I guess. Yeah, we can go Rotom and Hydro. Why not? I think we're fine. He's gonna double himself. So maybe that didn't kill. Going to Zygarde this time. I think I'm gonna Hydro just so he doesn't step a sub. Try to do anything. Then I make sure that this thing is 100% in Scale Shot range. So we're gonna opt to do that. We're gonna Hydro Pump here. Has 1,000 arrows. I feel like we might live this because I think this is more of a bulkier spread. We are not. Was that a crit? Question mark? No, it wasn't. Okay. Down we go. It's about dang time. Rotom goes down. And I think Tauros is pretty free here. I think Tauros is pretty free to come in and just click Ice Beam right now. We also be Charizard because we know it's Specs, Bouffalon, Skarmory. We're going to go into this and we're just going to Ice Beam here. I think Ice Beam does more to this thing, right? Tauros. Yeah, we're gonna click Ice Beam here. Alright, we're gonna get the Ice Beam off. Do we pick up the KO? Wow, he lives on 1. That sucks. And we're gonna get glared. So we're paralyzed here. I'm curious, do we outspeed this thing? We don't. So Tauros is basically a sack at this point then. We can go into John here. Kind of like just going into John. Because I think Tauros can always take a hit from something. They like the Bouffalant. What is he going to go into here? That's the... Ooh, this thing. The Bouffalant. And like, obviously, I know that I'm boosting up its... I'm going to be boosting up its thing right now. But I think that's fine. I'm going to click Toxic here. Obviously, I know I'm going to boost up its Facade. But that's fine, in my opinion. Oh, what if he subs? I'm going to go into mid on the off chance he subs, actually. It sucks. This Bouffalant's getting too healthy. I literally beat everything else on his team right now with Garchomp. He's going to SD, so maybe he doesn't have sub. But this is going to be a good chip. This is the chip that I need to put it in range of Garchomp here. Hopefully put it in range of Garchomp. I think it's going to be close. I think 1 flinch might be needed, which considering all the pairs I've been getting. And the fact that this is a Togekiss, I think that Air Slash flinch would be... Yeah, it'd be fine, right? No, it's going to get up. He's going to SD again. Which is pretty interesting that he SD'd again. So maybe he's Salic Berry? Might be Sub-Salic. He might be Sub-Salic. I won't lie. Doing Air Slash one more time. It won't put it into Salic range. We should be able to kill now. With an Earthquake if we can get it off. He's going to Facade me this time. I'm going to pick up the KO. So, what do I want to go into? I mean, I can go into my Heat Ram pretty free here. I can just spam Flamethrower into his team right now. Zygarde dies, obviously Skarm dies. Zard's gonna die on switch in. And I let it die. And as long as STARMIE isn't the thing that kills me, then we're in a good spot here. We're gonna Flamethrower. It's actually gonna live, which is crazy. Do we live the +2 hit? Or +4, I guess, technically. That's fine though. Because now we can get a Dragon Scale off. That allows us to get the Dragon Scale off. And 100% kill. Or, I mean, Dragon Scale? Sorry, Scale Shot. So let the Scale Shot to come in now. Come into play. As long as we connect, I think we just win the game. We just SD on the Skarmory. And then... I think we just 2-shot with Fire. Or Flame... Fire Fink? He's gonna go into Skarm right now? No, he's gonna go into Charizard. Okay. It's pretty crazy. They're gonna connect. Down this thing goes. That Bouffalant is like literally at like 10% right now. The Zygarde, same thing, 10%. And so now he has to go into Skarmory here. Oh, it refreshed my... Closed my tab. Damn, come on. I closed my damage calc. Don't do that to me. Alright, I might get a little bit of lag because I have to reload it because for some reason I closed it there. So I apologize. So he has to go into Skarm here. And Skarm, I know I'm running out of time here, but we're fine. Firefang isn't doing enough. I think we have to SD here on him. If he attacks into me, then we're fine. What's he gonna do? You're gonna toxic me. Okay. That's how he beats this thing? Really? He shouldn't be able to anymore though. I click it one more time because he roost up here. Because he clicks roost. And then at +4, we're fine. He can't roost it off. We'll have to take a couple hits, but it's fine. Yeah, like I say, he clicks roost here. And then what do I clean up with right now? STARMIE is still very, very scary for my team right now. What do I clean up with, hypothetically? I don't know if I can. I might have to try to conserve this. Well, I don't know. We'll see here. We're going to Fire Fang. Okay, it's going to bring it down to 1. Can I get a flinch? Can I get a burn? No. Okay. That's good though. We got the knockoff though. Actually, we don't have to take Rocky Helmet chip. I don't know if he's gonna try to toxic stall me, like pivot out into STARMIE, but STARMIE dies to +4. Fire Fang, dude. Like STARMIE 100% dies to a +4 Fire Fang. Sucks. If I was Charcoal, wouldn't even be. Yeah, it dies to Fire Fang at +4. And that should be it. Garchomp should be able to clean up this game right now with EQ. So that should be it. I don't think I died toxic. Maybe I do. I might die toxic, I'm not gonna lie. If he conserves his STARMIE, I might die. So maybe I need to swap here. Into Tauros. So I can Scale Shot and reset. I kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna swap into Tauros here because I think I died enough toxic at this point. And then I can reset the Scale Shot. 10,000 arrows me. And we can just click Body Slam here. I think I died. I think I died there. What is this thing gonna do? He's gonna 1,000 arrows me again. If he pairs me, honestly, that's fine. That's actually preferred. It's not gonna happen though. So is that a choke then? Maybe. Yeah, it's gonna go into Power Star. I attack into this thing. It should never be able to get a recover off against me. I think Tangle's gonna have to live a hit. It's gonna be a lot closer than I think it should have been. I don't think I lived enough toxic though. That's the problem. I think we go into Tangela here. And we have to knock off. We have to knock off in case he goes into boof. Because like I said, Sap Sipper. We click knock here. I should be able to live an Ice Beam from this thing. I'm gonna recover. Okay. Which kind of sucks. But you know, we're actually running out of time. And maybe that's his plan. Can I get the knockoff? Yeah, we do. Okay. So I live an Ice Beam from this thing. Energy Ball always kills. We're gonna click it here. We're gonna click Energy Ball. Oh man, I should have double knocked. I should have double knocked. Does Sap Sipper regain HP? Or does it just boost its attack? Okay, that's what I thought. I just boosted its attack, which is fine. I can knock off and kill this thing with Tangela here. Should be able to just That or I can Toxic. Yeah, I think Toxic's fine. I have to make my moves quick here. I should be able to Toxic. If this thing kills me, then that's completely fine. I can get a skill shot off again. I'm gonna die quick enough though, am I? We're gonna Toxic here. And we just spam knockoff into this thing now. I think I have to time it so that it dies. I switch into Garchomp on the turn it dies. So we're gonna click E-ball here. We're just gonna let this. Oh, that was a misplay. Actually, I should have knocked. I should have knocked there. Okay. So we have to swap here. I think I played this endgame pretty poorly. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. And now we should be able to go into OE here. I think I have to go into OE. I'm running out of time hella right now. I think I lose the timer, unfortunately. Which is my first game ever losing the timer. I really choked this endgame bad. You're gonna SD here. I don't know if I have enough time. I click Scale Shot here. If he dies to poison, he dies to poison. If he doesn't, then we win. But I think he lives. Or I mean, I think he dies. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. We click Scale Shot here. Live, live, live. Oh man, okay. So we click EQ here then. And I think he just recover spams until I lose the timer. I think he just recover spams until I lose the timer. Damn, dude, I need to click it quicker. Okay. You're gonna Ice Beam me. I know Tangela needs to live the Ice Beam. I don't know what the rule is. I'm not calcing. Not looking at the calc or anything like that. Gotta try to click these buttons as quick as I can. Energy Ball is my first slot, so I should just be able to click A. I got it off, I think. It comes down to this right here. Can we live? I need to be able to live this. Oh man, that's gonna be game. GG, played that game pretty poorly, and also the freaking full para on Tangela really sucked. That Zyger would have been dead, but I also just played the game really poorly. Because I knew everything would have been dead, and I think Buffalant plus Tangela would have beat STARMIE. So that was just a bad in-game played by me. That's gonna be game, and it's gonna be 1-1 plus 1 for us. So we need to beat our final opponent, which kind of sucks because it's a very, very tough game, a tough matchup. But I'll see you guys in that battle. Of course, like I said, the NCP SummerSlam playlist is on the screen and in the description, as well as the BBL playlist and the BBL playlist and the UPBA playlist if you guys want to check out that. But yeah, that para sucked. Knockoff would have been very, very nice there, because then that's one less mon that Garchomp had the KO at the end, and then I would have swept up for sure, because then I didn't have to worry about Toxic. But that's just how it goes. I'll see you guys, of course, like I said, in the next one. Peace.